Hello, welcome to you next officer, and this is Sushil Kumar. Today we would start a new series by name 5 minutes for fundamentals. In this series we would spend 5 minutes to take current affairs, and we would link those current affairs to few fundamentals which would be essential for our examination. Today we are with the current issue where to counter higher rising prices of petroleum, we are, I mean, USA with India combinedly trying to release their strategic petroleum reserves to ensure prices are stabilized. So let's get into detail. Before that, let's see what actually is happening with OPEC, what actually OPEC is, and what cartelization is, what strategic petroleum reserves are. So let's move. So OPEC is like a consortium of few countries. When I say few, there are a good number, but considering 200 plus countries in the world, their number sounds to be very less. So you can see map of the locations where the countries are situated with the natural resources of producing crude oil. So crude oil producing countries by name United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Iran, Kuwait, Iraq, Libya, Algeria, Nigeria, Angola, Venezuela, and Ecuador. They combinedly form OPEC countries. So I will not be mentioning where their headquarters is. Please do comment if you know where their headquarters is, with a small clue that that is not situated in any of these countries which are members of OPEC country. Okay, so what would they do? Usually, if you remember any product in market, if multiple countries are producing and one is making the product available at cheaper rates, then the market or customer base of others would be affected. So the benefit of competition is eliminated for consumer, and the benefit shifts towards the producer. The same was the case with OPEC. So what were they doing? They were more inclined towards cartelization. The cartelization, or a kind of consortium which would indulge in manipulating the price by reducing the demand and selling at higher rates. That's how these countries were benefiting from crude oil exports. So what was done? As India was facing challenges of inflationary pressures due to high international prices, just to mention it opaquely, it is like even central and state taxes are responsible for them, but India is experiencing high import bill. So India, along with other countries, especially US, thought to uh, open their petroleum reserves. The strategic petroleum reserves would be released to ensure they stabilize the prices or reduce the international prices and then buy back to fill their strategic petroleum reserves. So, where do India have their strategic petroleum reserves? Here you can see the strategic petroleum reserves in Chandi coal, which is having 4 MMT. So MMT stands for million metric tons. So Chandi coal is having the highest reserves, and you have then 2.5 million metric tons in Padu. Uh, then we have Mangalore and Vishakhapatnam with 1.5 and 1.33, slightly of lower location, lower capacity. So these are reserves where India would like to release these reserves, then they would buy back when the prices are stabilized. Hope we added some value in quick 5 minutes. So this would this would usually be treated as, if you are in stock market and you know what short selling is, the same thing is happening. You're releasing the oil at higher price and buying back when there is stability or reduced prices. So I think you can mention if any improvements are required, but by and large, we hope we added some value, making sure you understand what cartelization is, what OPEC countries are, and what strategic petroleum reserves are. So meet you tomorrow with new video. Till the time, bye bye. Keep subscribing for more videos. I would end here on a positive note.